Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, we are from group 2. We will discuss a presentation about social linguistics with more example in Indonesian. The members is Jihan Faira, Rahayin Masmata as moderator, it's me, and Putri Handayani. The supervisors is Professor Dr. M. Zaim M. Pum. Introduction. Sociolinguistics is the study of relationship of language with social variables. This knowledge is needed because language is not only format based on the internal logical of language, but also shaped by social condition in society. Next. One, dialect. For example, in Indonesian, people with a high educational background or academics will often say implementation when he speaks and he word or phrase areas because of his habit of using the word. While ordinary people say implementasi as penerapan of a plan. Another example of an dialect, people with a high educational background or academics will often say perspective when he speaks, and the word or phrase areas because of his habit of using that word. So, dialect is typical from of language used by an individual atau bentuk bahasa yang khas digunakan oleh seorang individu. Next, dialect. Dialect is also known as accent. The dialect characteristic can be observed in everyday speech used by community. So, dialect juga disebut juga dengan logat, dan kita bisa mengetahui logat tersebut dengan tuturan kata sehari-hari yang digunakan oleh suatu masyarakat. For example, in Indonesia, Medan people who tend to use a fast and loud accent are different from Japanese people who have a soft and polite accent. For example, Medan people say, "Mau pergi kemana kau?" And Japanese people say, "Mau pergi kemana, Mbak?" The word kau in Medan language is tend to a loud and a little it harsh to hear. But the word Mbak is tend to be more polite and soft. These two words have the same meaning as kakak. Next, the use of regional dialect in the environment. A. Semantic variation. What is semantic variation? Semantic variation is when the same word means two different things. Ketika kata yang sama dengan makna yang berbeda. For example, the sentence 1, Ardi bisa mengerjakan soal itu dengan mudah. And the second sentence, bisa ular itu sangat berbahaya. The word bisa in those two sentences above is different. The word bisa in the first sentence means able or can, while bisa in the second sentence means poisonous substance or racun. The two words come from different sources. Based on this, the word bisa is a homonym, not a polysemy. Next, phonological variation. Phonological variation are words that pronounce differently. Pengucapan kata yang berbeda dari konteks yang sebenarnya. For example, the use of the word taxi can be observed in the speech of a mother who can use two languages, namely Makassar language and Indonesian language, when asking her neighbors about the taxi owner who parked in front of her house. The Makassar people say, siapa punya taksi ini? And the other people say and answer, saya tidak tahu siapa yang punya ya. The example, ini ada penggunaan taksi, tetapi orang Makassar lebih sering mengatakan tasi karena memang cara bicara mereka lebih cenderung banyak S. See morphological variation. Morphological variation is use singular subject for plural people or use plural subject for singular people. For example, kamu harus hadir loh ya. Aku menunggu kedatanganmu. The word kamu in this sentence refers to one person that the speaker is talking with. 2. Saya ingin kamu mengerjakan latihan di buku halaman 134. The word kamu in this sentence not only refers to one student, but to all students in the class. Jadi, morphological variation ini tergantung dari konteks di mana kita berbicara. And the next presentation is Jihan Faira. To Jihan, finds is yours.
Thank you, moderator. I will continue the presentation. It's about the use of Standard American English or SAE in the environment. Standard American English is the prestige dialect used in business, education, and the media in the country that use English as their standard language. While in Indonesian, we have something like that too. We call it EYD or ejaan yang disempurnakan. Next, please. Morphological differences. So there is a verb dilatation. For example, in the sentence that use EYD or formal sentence, it could be dia adalah laki-laki yang baik. But for informal sentence, it could be dia laki-laki yang baik. So the word adalah in the formal sentence is like the verb in SAE. The verb is in SAE. So in SAE, there is a verb dilatation that maybe in the informal language, they don't use it. In Indonesia, we have something like that too. In the informal sentence that the community usually use, the word adalah is deleted. Next, please. Next is about the bilingual community. Bilingual community means that the community uses one language in their daily activity. In Indonesia, we use a bilingual community. People who live in regions will use their respective regional languages. For example, people who live in West Sumatra will use the Minang language when they speak to another people that also use Minang language. But when they meet Japanese people, and maybe they think that a person that do not understand about Minang language, so they use Indonesian language to talk with them. Because Indonesian language is a national language that all regions understand. Next, please. Okay, next is about contact languages, Pidgin and Creole. The first one is Pidgin language. Pidgin language means that when one person and another person in communication, they do not understand each other's language, so they create a new language, so it's called Pidgin language. Pidgins can be formed from different vocabularies and structures and also take another languages as the basis for improving their vocabulary. For example, Bahasa Melayu Pasar. This Malay language occurred as a result of the spread of inter-ethnic trade. Bahasa Melayu Pasar is a pidgin language influenced by contacts between Malay and Chinese traders. For example, sentence below. Rumahku became saya punya rumah, saya pukul dia became saya kasih pukul dia, Megat dipukul Robert became Megat dipukul that Robert. Next please. And then the second one is Creole language. Pidgin language becomes Creole when there are two meetings between, for example, Sundanese and Japanese people. Banyumasan already has a speech community in one of the sub-districts in Cilacap, namely Majenang. They use a mixed language between Javanese Banyumas and Sundanese, which can be called Creole. The Sundanese language used in this sub-district is Raw Sundanese because regionally it's still part of the Central Japanese language. So the Sundanese Japanese language is known as the everyday language. Next, please. For example, of the Creole language, we can see in this following conversation between Bu Kasipa and Pak Samsudi. Bu Kasipa said, Pak arep maring ngendi Rika? And then Pak Samsudi answer, arep maring gone wau, engke helanya. Bu Kasipa answer, ulah suwe-suwenya si Atun setelah arek kadieu. And then Pak Samsudi answer, nangkana suwe-suwe nu garap naon atuh. In this conversation, the language they use is make up because the pidgin language has used time by the people in the community. So the children use the new language which called Creole language. Next, please. Then the next one is situational dialect. In Indonesia, to speak with people, there is the term of address, especially if the person that are talking with is older than someone who talk. So it's depend on the situation. For example, when the student talk with the teacher, the student might say, iya Pak, ruang perpustakaan ada di sebelah kiri Pak. But when the student talk with his or her friend, that student might say, iya perpustakaan di sebelah kiri. So the term of address like Pak, Bu, Kakak is used to talk with people that older than us in Indonesia. Next, please. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Thank you for Jihan Faira. The next presentation is Putri Handayani. To Putri, time is yours.
Okay. B. Semantics variation. 1. For bodily function and the body part. For example, in Indonesia, the children are taught to say meme instead of saying makan. 2. Slang word. In Indonesia, from 10 to 10 slang words are increasingly diverse. Teenagery in the 90s may be familiar with language so as doing with main dia yang root with main ya or yoi or pocket with main sepatu. One sabi main bisa. Usually DC words are used to show habit or the explanation that we are capable of doing something. For example, two slang word in Indonesia from time to time slang word are interestingly differentiated. Teenagers in the 90s may be familiar with slang words such as doing with main dia yang ro with main ya or yoi or pocket with main sepatu. One sabi means bisa usually fancy word are used to show habit or the explanation that we are capable of doing something. For example, when asked, lu malam ini bisa nggak ngerjain tugas? Then he answered, sabi-sabi nanti gue datang jam 7 malam ya. Next. To say beep. Say beep actually come from the word bebas, which is reversed. Say beep her has the same meaning. Rarely is used is the same. Say beep is usually used to show ikut-ikut aja attitude. Usually this word is said by friends who are lazy to think if they are invited to go and are asked where they are going. For example, guys malam minggu ini kemana kita? Usually friends who are lazy to think will say, gue sabep kemana aja asal jangan mahal-mahal ya tempatnya, hehehe. Next. Three, K-mix. K-mix is a substitute for makan. At talk is short strategy. This word is the very often used by teenager today. So don't surprise it if suddenly at 12 noon there is a friend who invited K-mix together. For kilap of the cup. Kilap is the word balik that is reversed balik her meant to go home. In the addition to kilap, there is also the word clap which is usually used to say goodbye to friends when they are together. The word clap itself is actually short for the word cabut. For example, gue cap dulu ya mau belajar buat ujian besok. Next. 5. Shallow or Wallace. Shallow or Wallace are actually slow English word. Shallow or Wallace in Indonesia. Namely, to invite people to don't be tension or come. For example, bro, Wallace aja bro ngopi dulu. Kita kerjanya lanjut nanti. Next. Six, sotoy. This word has probably been used very often. The word sotoy means know it all. Sotoy is usually addressed to someone who considers himself omniscient, or it could be that the word sotoy is used to show someone's disregard of effort or the information provided by another person. For example, Bro, jalannya belok kiri aja. Pasti nggak macet kok. Gue sering lewat situ soalnya. Then they answer will be, oh sotoy lo aja baru di Jakarta gue lewat jalan utama aja lah. Next. 3. Jargon. Jargon is the language used for a particular activity or by a particular group of people. May be website. 8. Profession and the scientific field, medicine, economics, geology, and so on, as well as certain communities, has its own geology that is only understood by their own shoulders. 8. Geopharmy agency or ministry has its own geology and they almost every day. They produce geology, but in the form of the noun term and the noun acronym or abbreviation. Next. Some example for geology in Indonesia. 1. Kajian luar biasa KLB is the term of the Ministry of Health. 2. Kereta luar biasa KLB is a term in PT Kereta Api. 3. Peserta didik is a term popularized by the Ministry of the Education. 4. VII, IMHO, GAN, no Afghan, YW are jargon among internet user, especially social media. 5. Penyidikan and penyelidikan are two different things. Leisure, their policy, children's prosecutor. 6. Al-Jami'ah is a jersey at UIN SGD Bandung. SGD itself is a jersey for Islamic universities. 7. UKM is unit kegiatan mahasiswa or usaha kecil menengah. Kembali ke moderator.
Thank you for Putri Handayani. So, conclusion for this material is the form of the language of a person or group of people is most less influenced by the environment or extralingual factors they come into contact with. Because of the extralingual factor, language becomes varied according to the social reality that it reflects. Each language is used by a group of people who belong to language community and included in one language community are those who feel they use the same language. So if it called the Indonesian language community, it is all people who feel they have and use the Indonesian language. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.